When mythology becomes history and things no archaeologists will ever say, the true tale of the ones that will never be written. In some distant time, in distant Asperia, America according to the modern version, a god named Inkari arrived flying with the use of artificial wings. The tradition of the inhabitants say that the god, Inkari, was sent by the gods who lived on earth before the existence of the sun and moon, and they named them with the most Greek word, Navpamachos. Navpamachos. Nav meaning nav, pan, machos, to build the city and create the inns. Now, if you're wondering why artificial wings are of God, I'll laugh at you. Did he have a boat, a craft? However, this is how the inhabitants depict God with Inkari artificial wings. Navpamachos, they called him. Nav meaning from navy, meaning traveling. Pan means everything. Mahi meaning battle or combat. Inkari or Icaro, we know Icarus is from the legendary Icarus with the wings. Inkari they called them, therefore created the Incas. Inca coming from Icarus, and built the city of Ica. Later there will also arrive a bearded white god who liked feasting with wine named Dionan. Does not sound like Dionysus of ancient Greece, the god of wine. But also the demigod with a club and a lion named Irakan, that's Hercules, Iraklis. They call him Irakan in South America. The shamans of the Amazon continue to sing the song of Icaro even today. The myth and traditions of the area describe the Apu and the gold bar. Before the existence of the sun and moon, powerful gods known as Navpamachi inhabited the earth, living in total darkness. One day, Rol, the creative spirit and head of the Apu gods, proposed the founding of a city where everyone could live in harmony. None of the battlemen responded. None of the soldiers responded, for which he punished them by creating the sun and moon. The mariners could not tolerate the sunlight, which dried them, turning them into skin and bones, so they preferred to remain in the dark. After this, the Apus, or gods of the hills, created Inkari and his wife Kolari in order to found the Inca people. They gave Inkari a gold bar and a rocket. The couple, after flying to the distant land, had to choose a location suitable for the Incas to live. Inkari had to throw the gold bar so that it stuck to the ground pointing upwards to the sky, thus determining the location of the new empire. In his first attempt, Inkari did not aim well at all, and the rod landed wrong. The place was called Quero, near the ruins of Tambo, but it was not sufficient. Inkari and Kolari were punished for their mistake, as the Apus allowed the battleships to leave the darkness and attack the newly founded city, destroying it and forcing the inhabitants to flee to Lake Titicaca. From there, the Incas, led by Inkari, that is Icarus, and his wife Kolari, followed the Vilcanota River until they reached a large valley where they had once recast the gold bar. This time it landed vertically on the ground, and thus Cusco, the capital of the Inca Empire, was formed. Now, if the architect and the city builder god with artificial wings, Inkari or Icarus, could this be Icarus flying his craft? Or Icaro reminds you of Icarus, son of Daedalus, architect and builder of the labyrinth and Knossos? Don't worry, chalk it up solely to coincidence like any sane person would and get over it. But we said it was a myth and nothing more. To the free spirits now, and to those who insist on believing in myths, I leave them to be captivated by the following photographs: the legendary shocking relief slab of Palenque, which you know may be a more realistic depiction of Icarus. If it suits Ikari better, it seems clearly that it depicts a machine that flies and emits fire from behind it. Jet engines, imagine how it would look in the eyes of his people back then. That's why they called them gods whenever they tell us about what story. And of course, people who had stones for tools didn't make it. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.